it. And then we're going to make you, okay. Meeting is now being live streamed. All right. And then I'm going to make you the host. And I'm going to say yes.
I am the host.
All right.
Perfect.
You have it now.
Oh, wait. We can't live stream it. We're going to have to lift it. It says stop live stream. Okay.
Okay.
My theory was incorrect.
Okay.
That's okay. They all have the Zoom meeting ID and the password, so they can get in, and we will lift it out of your group and then send it to mine afterwards.
Yep, we can do that through Friendly.
All right, what did I do? There we go. I'm gonna make you the host again, just in case you need to. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. All right. So we need to
I'm the host again. Hey, Julie. All right, so now we're streaming a little bit early. So if you are watching this on the replay, we started the live stream a little bit early. So I want you to go ahead and fast forward through the first 2, 3, 4 minutes of the video. And that's about when we're going to get started. So you can go ahead and scroll through the first 4 minutes. I've got an echo. I'm going to go grab headphones. I have an echo.
Okay. All right. We were experimenting, you guys, to make sure that we were trying to stream into both of our groups, but we can only stream into one. So we're going to lift this video out of Melissa's group and put it into mine as soon as we are done here. As you all, hi Val, hi Julie, hi Ashley.
Hi, Mony.
Hi, honey. By the way, we were so bold as to give you a topic in a couple of weeks, so just expect that. It's a good one, and you're good at it, so you can teach us all about stories. Val loves it when I volunteer for things. It's literally just keeps her alive. She loves it.
I do.
She was voluntold.
Yeah, it was.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you just
Yes.
fine.
Okay, good. I don't like these headphones.
All right, we got about 1 more minute until we get started, and we are ready to blow your minds with all of this stuff that Melissa lifted to benefit us all. I'm super excited about it.
Yes, me too. Okay. We're just going to give another couple minutes for a couple more people to pop on. If you know of anybody that's supposed to pop on, make sure to message them.
Okay. Hi, Steph.
Well, you guys did your boards yesterday. I got a brand new office.
Oh, you did? That's nice. Look at that. Beautiful. I love it.
All that's left is to close the closet doors from that mess.
No one would
I
sell.
literally have Christmas decorations piled up behind me that I took the Christmas tree down and it's all still piled up here, ready to go to the attic.
Oh my gosh. I leave my tree, which is a live tree, and my decorations up all the way through January and into February if I can.
My mother she won't take anything down until January 6th. I am like, January 1, I'm done. January 1, I'm done. It's got to go.
That is why this is going to work, because we are two polar opposites. I'm going to tell you guys right now, Melissa is the organized one of us all, and I come screeching in sideways with all sorts of other stuff. So that's why this relationship works perfectly.
This is why we are friends. We are the yin and the yang.
Yeah, I'm definitely the yang. She's the yin. I'm more like the screech. But I get it done, so that's good. Hello, Angela. Hi, Jen. Hi, Deb. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Heather. Hi, Amanda. How are you guys? So excited to have you on. So excited to talk to you tonight about everything. We've got some stuff.
Yes. We are excited.
So excited.
I don't know about all you, but I'm ready to go big or go home in 2022. Like, I'm done messing around.
Oh yeah,
Like,
this is the year.
this is it. Balls to the
Look at-
wall.
Look at that. Julie Hall is so excited. She's got 2 phones on. She's like ready. I love it. I had to point that out.
She's like, I need to have both.
She's got her good side and her working side. Julie's on it. Look at her go. Oh, she took her one off. Oh, only one.
You were just pivoting from one to the other, right, Julie?
She was.
Got Angela and Heather and Ashley. Hey, guys.
Yay.
So excited to have you all here. All right, it's about 3 minutes after, so we're going to go ahead and get started because we want to make sure to honor all of you that showed up on time. And if everybody else pops in from here on out, they're just going to have to catch up because we are ready to rock. So thank you all for coming. First of all, first and foremost, thank you. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm so excited to be ready to launch 2022. First thing we're going to do is some introductions because this, as you can see, we have some new friends with us, right? So this is a joint team meeting between Mony's team and my team. So if you don't know me, hi, I'm Melissa. My name is Melissa Stansel. I am from Wilmington, Delaware. I'm the Make a Difference Mama. I have 3 kids. I've been with My Daily Choice for 4 years and I'm a 25K ranked affiliate. And this year, I'm going big. I'm going to 100K this year. Mark my words right now. You can write it down. I'm going to 100K this year and I hope you're along for the ride because I'm so excited. And Mony, can you introduce yourself too?
I sure can. I am Mony Creddy. I live in Denver. I have 3 kids. I have 2 grandkids. I have 5 dogs and a cat. Whew. And my Christmas decorations are still up, much to Melissa's chagrin. And they will be
No
up for a very
judgment.
long time. You are judging me.
My
Okay.
husband does the outside lights. I'm pretty sure the snowman out front will be up until April.
Oh,
It's all good.
he's my type of guy. So
Mhm.
I am a 50K with My Daily Choice, and I am going big this year. Melissa was so kind as to invite us to her dream board meeting, and I have 250K right there. It's the biggest goal I've ever had, and it's very scary, but I'm going for 250 this year. That is what I'm going for. Reach, reach, reach. Push, push, push. This is
Yes.
the year. Okay. So I'll tell you this, I've been in network marketing full time for 8 years. This is not my first company, obviously. And I have been around the block a time or two, as has Melissa. We've seen some stuff. We know what works. We know what doesn't work. We are ready to bring this program to you because we feel like it works. We feel like this is going to take your social media to the next level. There's all sorts of training in network marketing that you see all the time. You can get free content from all of the gurus that we all follow. But the problem is a lot of it isn't geared towards social media. It's mindset, it's reaching out, it's talking to people, it's messaging. But you're like, how do I mess with my social media? How do I get more Facebook followers? What do I post? What don't I post? Should I post on Reels? Should I post on stories? There's more things happening every day. There's more little gadgets and facets that every social media platform, not to mention TikTok just blooming up out of the ground this year, but they add more stuff and then you don't know what's wrong and what's right. And so it's very hard for people coming in to network marketing who don't have a big social media following to just catch up to people who have been doing it for years. And that's where we're going to bridge this gap. We are going to give you all the information on what works and what doesn't work on social media, how to set your social media on fire, how to get leads, how to work a sale. We are going to have special guests coming in. We don't have them all nailed down, but I can tell you right now that we are going for the big ones. We are going for Jenna. We are going for Candace. Todd, of course, will be here. We just have to ask him. He'll be here. But we are going for Tina Joy. We are going for all of the big ones. And if you guys have a personal favorite that you think would add something very good to this whole spiel that we got going on, then please message us and let us know. We want to give you the very best of the best. And we want to make sure that you are set for 2022 to just make this your best year. This is not a year to mess around. We have now 9 brands. This company is not getting any smaller. The time to run is now because we have the 9 brands. We only had, I mean, how many did they add this year? 4, 5? I don't even know. 4 or 5? Who's keeping track? No one's keeping track. I'm not. It was a long ass year, wasn't it, you guys? The longest year ever. So 2022 is going to be our year, and that starts out right now. We've got to run like your hair is on fire. We've got to have the tools, which means this program and the social media. We're going to make it easy and digestible for you so that you can work on one thing a week and then add something else the following week. This is going to help you just grow like crazy. And all of this is geared towards the sale on 420. The work for 420 starts now. The work to double promote during 420 starts right now. Okay? And this work is up to you. It is self-motivated. We all know this business is self-motivated. Nobody's going to be standing over your shoulder with a clock going, are you clocking in? Are you clocking out? Are you working now? Are you not working now? This is all up to you on your spare time or however much time you want to give it. And that's why we want to give you all the tools necessary to be successful. These are going to be shortcuts. These are going to be things that just, you're going to have so many leads, you're not even going to know what to do with them. We have a list. That's why you have to have a list, because you're going to lose track of how many leads you have. That's how many leads you're going to get. Okay. We want to help you grow. That is Melissa's word for the year, is grow. Mine is persist. We want to help you persist. No one's quitting. No one's quitting, because this is going to be your program. This is going to be the thing that changes everything. But you got to put your heart and soul into this, you guys. It can't be half-ass. It cannot be half-ass. It's go time. Go time means all efforts, full steam ahead. Okay? Who's with me? Anybody? Hope I didn't put anybody asleep.
I'm in.
All right. Okay, me too. Obviously, I'm the one giving the speech, right? All right. So I've been talking about this program. You guys don't have specifics. You're like, what am I committing to? I have no idea. Melissa is going to break it down for you right now. Everything that we're going to be doing. Go ahead, Melissa.
All right. So I'm going to break it down and I'm going to make it simple, because that's what we need, right? We need a plan that's a daily method of operation that is absolutely simple, so that when you sit down to work, you know exactly what you have to do and you know exactly how to do it. So this is actually a plan. This is a 90-day run. Now, not everybody has the ability to get through 90 days. And I'm telling you, some of you are not going to finish. So I want every single one of you to commit right now to be a finisher and commit to this 90 days. Because if you do this and you do these actions consistently for 90 days, there's no way that you can't make money. Like, it's just inevitable for you to do all of these things and to follow the plan and not be successful. It's just impossible. So I want you to commit to being a finisher right now and go, okay, I am going to give it everything I've got for the next 90 days. All right. So I'm going to share screen and I'm going to show you the plan. Now, I will tell you, I didn't make this up. I did not make this up. This is a Frazier Brooks 90-day run. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you know Frazier Brooks is my guy. He's my guru, right? I did a year of private coaching with him. Can you still hear me? You can? Okay, I lost sound.
It just sounds like you have an air conditioner or something.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, hold on.
You can still hear you just fine.
That's not me. Okay, hold on. Stand by, everybody. Let me make sure that everybody is muted. Okay, I'm going to have everybody muted for right now except me. Okay, everybody can hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was my headphones or if something else was going on. All right, so this is the plan, okay? This is your daily DMO. This has 4 bullet points, and this is what you're going to do every single day when you sit down to work. Now, I can tell you right now, you can do this in an hour to 2 hours a day, because you're going to be efficient in the way that you're working, right? Because you're not going to sit down and just scroll through your TikTok looking for videos. You're actually going to sit down with a plan every single day. So the first thing we're going to teach you how to do is how to create content. And that's going to be across platforms. In Facebook, in Instagram, in TikTok, we're going to teach you how to create short form videos. We're going to teach you how to post. We're going to teach you how to create stories. We're going to teach you the things that you need to know to be able to create engaging content that are going to get people liking, commenting, and engaging with your posts. Those people then become your leads. All right. Now, you might not have a TikTok account yet. That's fine. Maybe you only have Facebook. Maybe you haven't even done Instagram yet. That's fine. We all started in exactly the same place on social media, and that was with one friend, right? Because everybody has at least one friend. When they open their Facebook account, they send their very first Facebook friend request to their friend, right? You'll all have me as a friend. You can all add me right now, and I will be your one friend on all of your new platforms. Okay. So even if you don't have these platforms right now, don't worry. We're going to give you the skills that you need to learn how to do this. And we're going to also teach you how to be efficient, right? When you make a post on Facebook, you're going to do the same post on Instagram. When you do a story on Instagram, you're going to cross post it to Facebook. When you do a short video, whether it's in TikTok, in Reels, or in Facebook, you're going to post it in all of those places, because that's what's going to get you the most exposure and help you grow your network. Okay. So number one bullet point is creating content, because that's where we get to people to know us. Now, then we have the next three things, which is what are we going to do with those people on social media? Number one, we're going to ask them to take a look at our products or our business. Asking them the question is the job. That's the only way you make money in the business, is if you ask people to take a look at what you have. Find Ad Message is the way that we add new people to our social media, all the different platforms. You find somebody in Instagram by a hashtag and then you follow them. You find somebody in Facebook and you send them a friend request. You find somebody on TikTok and you follow them and send them a message. Find Adding Messages is where you grow your network. And then follow up is following up with those people after you've talked to them. Mony is the queen of follow up, and she is going to get even my follow up into gear, because I'm not the best at follow up. That's why we're collaborating, because we both have different skills that we bring to the table. And that's how we're going to help all of us grow together. All right. So every single day, these are the things you're going to do. Now, how are you going to keep track? Right? You're going to keep track with a tracking form. So we made, well, actually, let me get ahead of myself. Before I do that, sorry, I forgot. I got to do this part first. All right. So this is the plan. This is the 90 days, right? So I don't want you to get really overwhelmed. Like 90 days feels like a long time, right? That's 3 months, but oh my God, 2021 is over in the blink of an eye. It goes a lot faster than you think. So what we're going to do is this is going to run January, February, and March. And what we're going to do is we're going to bust our hump from now until the 27th of January. And then we're going to take the weekend off. And we're going to celebrate all of the hard work that we did in the last 30 days, right? It'll actually be like 27 days-ish. But, you know, if you're going to take a break, we want to take a break on the weekend, right? So we're not 30 days exactly. You know, we're going to run, and then we're going to take a break for a couple of days and celebrate what we've done. And then we're going to do it again, do it for another 30 days, do it for the month of February. And then the last week of February, take a breath, celebrate, be excited about what you did, pat yourself on the back, look at what you did in that month and plan out the next month. And then we're going to do it again. Now, this plan, this shows you exactly what we mean with the 3 action steps every day. You're going to post, you're going to create content, you're going to ask the question, and then you're going to find, add, message new people. Now, you'll see in the first month, there's not as much follow-up because you don't have those people yet. You don't start to do a lot of follow-up until the second month. And you're going to follow up with all the people that you engaged with in the first month. All right. So that's why you don't see follow-up until the second month and the third month. And then you can look at this document and you can print this for reference if you want it. But I mean, it just basically outlines what those things are. And I already said all those things. All right. So now you got to track it, right? So now we have a tracking form. Now, this is your daily tracker. This is your accountability tracker. This is, now you don't have to use this form, okay? You can use a plain white notebook paper for all I care. But these are the things that you're going to want to track every single day so that you know that you're holding yourself accountable to taking the actions that you need to build your business, right? So creating content, posts, stories, videos, lives, posting in groups, asking people to take a look at your business or your product, adding new people, finding them, adding them, messaging them to start a conversation, following up with people you've already talked to. These are the skills, right? We're going to teach you the creating content part, and then we're going to teach you how to create lead lists from the content you've created. All right. Now, it doesn't do any good if you track these and then you throw them in a drawer somewhere and you don't make yourself accountable on a weekly basis. So then you take them and put them in your weekly tracker. Any of you have done A-Team? This is very similar to what you do in A-Team, where you track the action that you're taking every single week. The number of posts you've done, the number of times you have asked someone to take a look at your business, the number of new people you've added, the number of follow-ups that you've done. This is your accountability for holding yourself accountable to taking the actions that are going to build your business. Now, we also have a Google form. So if you were in A-Team, you would take this tracker and you would post a picture of it, right? What we're doing here is we have a Google form, and you're basically going to go in on either Sunday night or Monday morning and report your numbers for the week. I like it too because nobody else has to see it, right? Mony and I are going to be able to see it so that we can help keep you on track, but you don't have to air it out for everybody, right? It's a little bit more private. It's just between us. Like, I don't want you to feel bad about what you've done, because I'm going to be able to help you and Mony's going to be able to help you. And we're going to be able to look at your numbers and say, I see that you did really great with this last week, but you struggled with this. How can I help you do a better job with that next week? What do you need for me to help you? Maybe if I look at somebody's form and I see that they didn't ask anybody the question, they're doing tons of posts, they're doing tons of follow-ups, they're doing tons of adding new people, but they're not asking anyone the question. I can go to them and say, let me give you some scripts that are going to help you ask the question, because that's the job. That's where we get the money, is when you ask people to take a look at your business. All right. So are you guys excited about this? I absolutely love this format. I love the simplicity of, this is what I have to do every day. This is my daily method of operation. And I have done this, and I know that you can do this in 1 to 2 hours a day. Generally, I set aside like an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening, and I do content creation one time and I do posts another time. But you can run your business in between the rest of your life, right? Because let's be honest, except for maybe Mony, I don't think any of us are working this business full time. Is anybody else working this full time? Right. I don't see any hands going up. We're all working this part-time with another job at the same time. We got jobs, we got kids. Some of us have multiple jobs. Like, it's got to be simple, and it's got to be duplicatable so that you can teach it to somebody else. And you can say to them, I'm running this business in 2 hours a day. I built my business in the last 90 days in 2 hours a day. Can you commit to 2 hours a day? Raise your hand if you can commit to 2 hours a day to build your business. Every one of you said yes. You can do this and be ridiculously successful as long as you are committed to consistently taking the action. Everybody excited? Yes. Mony, can you unmute yourself? I somehow muted you. Okay, you're
I
right.
got it.
Okay. So Mony, tell us a little bit more about how we are going to teach all the things they need to know.
Okay, you guys. So we have the first couple of weeks that we're going to give you a teaser on and let you know what the content is. So first week is going to be messaging and following up, because that is essential to being successful, to communicating with people. Messaging is step one, I think. I think if you don't know how to message, there's no sense in doing all these other things with reels and stories and posts and you know, getting these badass posts up that, you know, you got 300 comments on. If you don't know how to message, you are not going to be able to deal with that. So we're going to do messaging and following up, because those are the two things that are going to make you money. Those are the two things that are going to make you money. Posts bring the people in, the messaging and the following up will bring you the money. Okay, I always say the money's in the messenger and the fortune is in the follow up, and that is a fact. I follow up like a fiend. Like, I follow up so much, and I get so many reorders, and that is where your binary kicks in. And you want binary. You want to be binary qualified. You want binary. So these are the things we're going to teach first. Then we're going to go into TikToks and Reels, why you want them, how to do them, what to put in them, everything you need. Then we're going to go into posting, because posting is important. What to say and what not to say, as in messaging and posting, is everything. Okay, so if you have a big long whatever and it's not interesting, no one's going to read it. But if you have a sizzle sentence, I call it the sizzle sentence. You got to have a first sizzle sentence, and we're going to teach you how to do that. Okay, so we're going to talk about posting. We're going to talk about stories, because stories bring people into, a lot of people don't even look at their feed anymore. They're just going through stories, and they want to see what you have to offer, and it's quick and it's addictive, and people like them. So our lovely Valerie Moran will be training us on stories. Huh, Val? And then we're going to be talking about, I always volunteer her for stuff, and she's like, dang it, Mony, stop. But she's really good at it, and we want to hear what she has to say. Trust me, because she's really good at it. Okay, and then week 5, we're going to do grow your reach and content creation. So we're going to grow your reach on all the platforms. How do you get more followers? How? This is what we're going to teach you. And content creation. You want to have stuff that people want to look at. You don't want to be like, here's my piece of paper with stuff on it. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Look at it. Look at it again. And I'm really awkward, and look at it. You want to have stuff that engages people and that will bring in all sorts of stuff. So we have so much more that we're going to talk to you about. We're going to talk about your back office and how to navigate that, and the bells and whistles of the back office that a lot of people don't know. We're talking advanced back office, not this is where your dashboard is. We're talking advanced stuff. We're talking about color personalities and how to talk to people depending on what color personality they are. When you talk to a green, I don't know if you guys know this, but it has served me I got taught this very early on in my network marketing career, and it has served me so well. When you learn the color personalities and you're like, oh, I'm talking to a green. Let me show you all the documentation. Oh, I'm talking to a red. Let me show you how to make money. I'm red, by the way. I'm talking to a yellow. Let me show you how many people you can help. These are the things you have to identify when you're talking to people, and it's very important to making money. It's not just, I'm going to send you a message, you're going to buy my stuff, and we're going to make some money here. It's way more complicated than that, you guys. But sometimes it is that easy. Let's face it, right? We're going to talk about all these things leading up to the 420 sale, and we're going to show you how to work the sale. You're going to work your face off during the sale, and you're going to make a ton of money. Okay, so this is a lead in. This is not just a, I'm going to tune in on April 19th and figure out how to work this 420 sale. The work starts now for that sale. We started, Val and I started last year. We started.
And all of these lists you're creating now are going to be the contacts you're going to be contacting in April.
Exactly. So Val and I started working, we started preparing our team for 420 about 6 weeks ahead of time. And everybody resoundingly said, we think we should have started earlier. So that's why we're starting earlier, because it's a big freaking deal. You guys, that sale, it's like the Black Friday sale on steroids is basically what it is. Okay. All right.
I worked 18 hours that day. It was crazy.
Yeah.
18 hours straight.
I don't even know how many hours I worked. I know that I got very little sleep, and I was sleeping down in my son's room so as not to disturb anybody.
I got up at 3 a.m. to start to work the sale.
Oh my gosh. That's East Coast time. That hurts me. That's 1 a.m. my time. I think I was still up. Okay. All right. I have some things to follow up with on Melissa, what she said. So this is, I know she said 1 to 2 hours a day. And for some of us, I raise my grandkids, you guys. And I'm not talking about they come over every once in a while. Like, they live with me and I raise them. Like, I raise my grandkids. They are 2 and 3. So this is something that I have to be able to do quickly, right? This is not the time for 10-minute work sessions. If we're going to rank up this year 2-3 times, this is not the year of 10-minute work sessions or days gone by where you don't message anybody. This is not that time. Okay, so you have to put in the work if you want the glory. The glory could be money, the glory could be rank, the glory could be I did it. I don't care what it is. You name the glory, whatever it is, but you have to do the work to get the glory. So it's not the time for 10-minute work sessions, but it has to be simple so that we can all do it with whatever we're doing that day. Work, kids, life, you know, whatever. COVID, some of us just got over, not us, Val just got over COVID. But she feels better and she needs to be able to do something very simple because she's got life going on as well. All right.
And it's got to be efficient.
It does. It does have to be efficient.
Efficient. I don't have time to waste. I need to sit down, do the things, and then get on with it.
Yes. We are going to put the videos in both of our groups. So I have a group, Melissa has a group, and then that way when you add your team members and they're like, I'm having trouble with Instagram, or I don't know what reels are, or whatever, you can refer back to them and say, here's this video, tag it, or you can tag them in it, and then they can watch the video and answer their own question that way. So you don't have to spend a lot of time with them. We are going to post the forms, these again in our group so that you guys can print them out if you've missed them. We've posted them in the post today when we said, you know, be on the Zoom. So if you missed that, then we will post it again for you. And I will tell you this, I'm not an expert at all this stuff that's going to be talked about. I am Facebook heavy, and that is something I want to change this year. That is one of my New Year's resolutions, I guess you'd call it, because I focus primarily 100%. Every once in a while, I'll throw a post up on Instagram because I'm like, oh crap, I forgot I have an Instagram. I need to change that because I'm selling stuff and Instagram is the place. TikTok is the place. Okay. And I'm not on those. I've barely done anything. I have accounts. I've posted. I've dabbled a little bit. So I will be learning along with you guys. I am not a guru at this stuff. This is why Frazier has this program that Melissa stole for us, which is awesome. And we are going to learn all this stuff. I'm going to train in the places where I am very good at, and I know my lane, and I will stay in my lane and I will train in that lane, and everything else is going to go to a different expert. Okay. So I'm learning along with you. I'm a dinosaur when it comes to social media. I'm going to be 50. Melissa's ahead of me. Yahoo!
I'm already
Someone's
50.
older. I know someone's a smidge older than me, but we don't act it and we don't look it. That's the important part.
Shh.
So the other thing that I want to say to you guys, because I want to make myself accountable and I want to be real with you guys, is I am terrified, like irrational fear, terrified of live videos on my own page. I can do Zooms, I can do trainings in my group, I can do stuff all day long, but when it comes to going live on my page or doing a video or TikTok or something, I am terrified, like freaking shaky terrified. Okay, so yes. All right, Heather, you and me together, girl. We're gonna lock arms and be like, oh, I'm so scared, I'm gonna do my video. So just so you guys
Heather's
know,
first TikTok, I made her do one with me.
Oh,
Yeah, we did
Wow.
one together.
that's
Yeah, so you
awesome.
can always get a friend and do them together.
I'm a bit of a
need-
chicken. I definitely recommend get a friend and do it with somebody.
Yes.
Val, Stephanie, Amanda, you guys are my girls. We're doing TikToks, I guess. All right,
I
you
did a
guys.
TikTok video and I went from like 400 followers to 1,500 followers overnight with one video. And it was like the stupidest video ever. And it got like 15,000 likes just like that. And then all of a sudden I had 1,500 people to talk to like overnight. And let me tell you, at least 500 of them were creepy dudes that I didn't want to talk to, but there were a lot of people who were not creepy dudes that I did want to talk to and was able to reach out and have conversations and get people pre-enrolled and interested in my business off one stupid video.
Well, and you guys, we'll talk to you why 1,000 followers in TikTok is a big deal. Like that's a threshold. So to get to 1,500 off of one video is a big deal. I am a classic overthinker. Classic. When I get onto a video, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take all these notes and I'm going to write it down and I'm going to follow the script. And then I get on live and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And then there's my video and I'm like, oh my dear God, what did I just do? Oh God, it's terrible. So
You
if
have
you're like
to
me, we're
be
doing it together.
messy. You have to be messy, and you have to commit to being messy. It's okay to be messy, because when you're messy, people look at you and go, well, shit, if she can do it, I can do it.
Yes, I'm going to be very messy because I don't know any dance moves and I don't know how to make the little things, the little, point and have the little thing pop up right there. I don't know how to do any of that stuff, you guys. So I'm going to learn along with you guys. So it's okay to be a beginner at something and it's okay to be an expert at something else and still be in this program. It's okay to be a beginner at everything and it's okay to be an expert at everything. The point is we're going to do it. We're going to track it. And that's another point. If you guys have been an A team, the reason why you track stuff is to make you you have to take a hard look at yourself and realize that you're not as productive as you think you are. We all think we are. We're like, oh man, I killed it today at work. And then when you think about it, all you did was scroll on Facebook and comment on a couple of things. Really what you need to be doing is reaching out to people and tracking that. The reach outs are what we're going to track. And that's why this follows so closely hand in hand along with A team, because it's going to track. I mean, you can track your reach outs in this program and in A team as well. So if you guys are doing both, it's fine, totally fine. But what this does, what A team doesn't do, is focus on your social media, which is how 99% of us build our businesses. And there's not a really good training out there on that. And that has been lacking. I don't know how to get to TikTok and do all this stuff. That's why Melissa's going to teach me. I am terrible at Instagram. I'll tell you what, I kick ass at Facebook. So if you anything Facebook, I'm your girl. But everything else, I have to learn. So that's why I'm here. I'm learning too. Let's see.
So
that's
we're going to do these trainings. We're going to have a weekly team Zoom like this every Sunday night. This time, I don't know where you are. It's 9 o'clock here, my time, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, depending on what time zone you're in. Every Sunday night, we are going to do this. It's going to be, we're going to get together. We're going to do something. We're going to teach you something. So instead of having regular team meetings with our teams independently, this is it. Every Sunday night, we're going to have a Zoom. We're going to get together. We're going to teach you something. But we have a lot of things that we need to teach. And there's a lot that we don't want to wait until next week to show you something else. So we'll also be doing posts in between during the week in the team groups. All of the content will be posted in both of the team groups. So no matter which team you're in, you're going to be able to see the same stuff. And then we have a separate chat. Right now, it's called the I Commit to 1K, where the people who are running this 90-day run program, that's going to be our accountability chat, where you can check in every day and be like, I kicked ass today, or I didn't really kick ass today. Can somebody put their foot in my ass? Because sometimes we need that. On this form, there's lines for 10 people. Maybe you don't get 10 people in a day. That's okay. Maybe you get 3, that's like a bronze star day. Maybe you get 5. Maybe it's a silver star day. Maybe you fill that damn thing up and you get a gold star for the day, or you have to flip it over and write names on the back because you filled up your page, right? You need to share that in the chat. Let us know, like, what kind of day did you have? I had a gold star day. I filled up my page with names today. But being able to write the names on here too, this is the other piece that was lacking in A team, was there was nowhere to write your list. This is now your list. You can keep these forever and follow up with these people for the next 6 months. Like, I love the fact that you can write down who it is that you're talking to every single day. That's why there's 2 trackers, the daily and the weekly, because this is just your numbers. This is the names. These are the people. This goes in your book. I have lists. I swear to God, I have lists for the last 4 years. It's like a stack of pages like this now. I could literally go back and tell you exactly when I started talking to Ashley about joining the business, when she came over and she looked at my Hemp Mama clothes and says, I think I might want to do this for a living. I wrote that on a list And I probably could go back and find it and see exactly where it said Ashley came over and we talked about her joining this business, because I write it down. If you don't write it down, you're never going to remember who you have to follow up with.
That is exactly right. And that will be the subject of our first week. I live by lists. I keep people's names. I'm old school. Okay, so my husband is a computer programmer. He's a software engineer and he lives off of spreadsheets and he puts everything on the computer. I am a paper and pen girl and it drives him crazy. So I have a list on paper, which I probably need to convert just in case the kids light my notebook on fire. I don't want to lose all my leads, but one of these days I'll convert it over to computer. But I don't care how you do it. Just make sure you keep a list of people that you have contacted, your current customers, you know, your potentials, whatever they are. And if you can, categorize them. Like, this is somebody who's interested in the business. This is somebody who is interested in CBD. This is somebody who's interested in hemp mama. This is something, whatever it is. If you can categorize it, please do. And I understand people's interests sometimes change. And as you expose them to other brands, they're like, oh, well, I need some body scrub. I mean, who doesn't need body scrub? You guys, seriously, like, that is the best body scrub in the whole world. I will sing it from now until I die. I love the body scrub. So I'm just saying, you guys need to keep those lists because it's going to be very important, and have them close to you. Take them with you. At your lunch hour, you can, you know, send out 10 messages while you're sitting there chewing in between bites or whatever you need to do to maximize your time. This doesn't all have to be like, I have to sit down and I have to have everything perfect and I have to do this. It can be, all right, I'm messaging these 10 people while I'm on my break, and then I'll message the rest when I get off work, or that's all I'm doing today. I don't care. Just do something every day, even if it's just a little bit. Okay, you've got to get into habit. It has to be a habit of, I have to do some work today. Okay, it's not.
And I have a habit too. If I don't, like, if I message people in the toilet. I message people in the toilet. I do it all the time. I don't have my notebook in the toilet. But when I go to my notebook later, I can go back through Messenger and write my people on my list that I messaged when I was in the toilet. You don't have to bring the list to the toilet. Just make sure you make a habit of writing the people down that you talk to. So get yourself a binder. It could be a folder. It could be a 3-ring notebook. It could be a happy planner. I like these little happy punch pulp. This is my thing. Look how thick this thing is. Like, these are my lists, right? Like, I have to have paper, and this is just notebook paper in here. This is nothing fancy. It's just the punch that I have. So you could do a 3-ring binder. You could do a manila folder with pockets. It's fine. Whatever works for you.
I'm going to issue a challenge, and that is going to be for this week. And for when we get on next week, I'm going to issue a challenge that we are all going to make I don't care what it is, whether you have just a dedicated notebook, whether you have a 3-ring binder, but I want you to make something kind of like, if you guys were on, and I hope you were, our dream board stuff. I don't want to minimize it by saying stuff, but we did a lot for the dream board. See my dream board right here? I'm going to keep, I swear to God, this thing is going to be like my security blanket. I'm going to be like Linus with this dream board. It's going to be with me. It's double-sided, and Melissa asked me, how do you hang that so you can see it? And I'm like, maybe I won't hang it. Maybe I'll just carry it with me everywhere so I can flip it, you know? So
I told her she should string it up from the ceiling so it spins.
Which one am I going to work on today? Yeah, just like the lottery, like a slot machine. Which goal? Okay. Anyway, focus, Mony. Here we are going to work on our notebooks, and we're going to make them pretty. I don't care what it is, whether you put you could even put your dream board inside your notebook or somehow near your notebook, or something that makes you want to pick up that notebook and work with it. Bedazzle it. Put your kids' names on it. Douse it in glitter. Fry it in butter. I don't care. But make it something that you want to pick up and work with. So that is going to be our challenge next week. We are going to make some pretty notebooks, because we're all women here, so I can say however I want. I don't have to say dude language. We're going to make them beautiful and pretty and something that we want to pick up. It's not just going to be this See, this is what I'm working on, you guys. I'm working on my daughter's 8th grade math notebook. That's got to stop. I got to have bedazzles. I got to have sparkles on my stuff. So I'm going to sparkle the crap out of my stuff this week.
I got
That's
a
my
new
challenge for you.
cover for my book because I had the same cover for the last like 5 years. And I wanted it to be black because I wanted it to feel like an executive. Like I wanted it to feel rich. Like I wanted to feel powerful when I picked it up. So I went and bought this at Staples and then I filled it up with all the things. I did new labels. Like I'm in love with my planner, guys. Like I want to take it everywhere with me. I have a bag. I carry it with me all the time because I have broken arms, so I can't like carry it. I have to put it over my shoulder. So look, it matches my bag. This is my office. This is my office. Everything I run my business goes in this bag so that I can work my business downstairs, I can work my business upstairs, or I can work my business in my car when I'm waiting for my kid at swim practice. My whole business goes in this bag all the time. I carry it everywhere.
That's Melissa. And then me, I'm like, pick up the closest notebook to you and grab whatever pen is there. And that's my notes right there. I'll write on the back of a receipt. I'll write on, that's my grandma's trick. She just picks up paper and she'd write on the back of check deposit slips way back when we had those. So just so you know, this is my attempt to raise the bar for myself. So I'm just a smidge under Melissa with the, bedazzled notebook and something that I want to work with. I feel like we need
I've
that,
inspired
guys.
you to get organized.
I'm not organized. I'm just going to be bedazzled. That's all.
Bedazzled and organized.
I kind of
so
resist organization.
There's one more thing that we forgot to talk about that I had written on my notes that I don't want to forget about is that we're going to do power hours too, guys. Like, you don't always have to work your business by yourself. We are going to do power hours. Now, some of them I have scheduled, some of them we're going to do on the fly. They will always be posted in the 1K chat. So if you're not in that chat, you need to make sure you get in that chat because that's where we're going to post the power hours. I'm going to be doing daytime power hours. Moni's going to be doing nighttime power hours because I'm on the East Coast and she's in Colorado. So we have different time zones. So my kids go to school during the day, at least sometimes. They're not right now, but sometimes they go to school during the day and that's what works best for me. And what works best for her is evening when the kids are down. So we're going to be doing those power hours. And when we do it, we're going to sit down and we're going to be like, all right, in the next 5 minutes, I want you to go reach out to 5 new friends. In the next 15 minutes, I want you to find somebody to ask the question, hey, would you be open to taking a look at my product or my business? I find that for me, that is the hardest part. I can make friends all day long, but you know how Moni's like terrified to do a live video? I'll do a TikTok. I don't care. I'm terrified to ask you to take a look at my business. Just petrified to ask you to take a look at my business. That is my biggest fear, and that is my biggest stumbling block.
We're going to change that.
Yes. Moni's going to teach me all the ways.
I will ask people all day long, do you want to make money? Let's look at this business. You guys, it's amazing. And
yeah, terrifies me.
We are going to ask so many people that it's not even going to bother you anymore. I'm going to do so many videos. I'm going to be like, video, who cares? So my left boob went out. It's okay on the video.
Miley Cyrus.
Right. I'm going to pull a Miley and it won't even bother me because I'm going to do so many videos. I'll be like, whatever. Go find that video if you want.
All right, so we're at 45 minutes. The last thing we wanted to do is we wanted to open it up to questions. Does anybody have questions that you want to ask? There is no question that is stupid. Every single question is something else that somebody else is thinking. Is there anything that we didn't cover that you're like dying to know, that you're like, oh my God, what about this? Like, what do you got? Questions, throw them out. You can unmute yourself or you can put them in the chat, either one, whatever you're most comfortable with. Oh my God, I excel in messy. Chrissy, I love that. I love that, excel in messy. Okay, one new message. All right, we answered all the questions. That's it? No questions?
I have a question.
Well,
I have a
maybe
question for you guys. Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Oh,
I choke up when I have somebody who wants to become affiliate, and when it comes from me being a leader, it's like I know we have the launch pad, I know we have like all that in the back office. It's the whole initial like I blank out. I'm like, oh my gosh. But she's been so busy, so it kind of like gave me enough time. But I told her we're gonna start in, she said she wanted to start in January so she can build her business. But I'm just like, okay, where do I go? That's my new thing is when they're ready to hop on, I just go blank. And I'm like, I know what I need to do, but I just to make it more to ease them in, to make it easy for their transition into the business. Because when I first did it, I was so overwhelmed. I kind of had to take a nap a couple of times because I was like, oh, shoot, like this is a lot. But as I go, it was like, okay, but I'm still not there yet, when it comes to things like that.
Okay, how's this? I will make a checklist for getting new affiliates started. We won't go into details, but we'll have the just the basics, like have them set up their pay account, have them watch this video, have them, how about that? I'll set up a basic, this is how you get your affiliate started, and we'll go over the details of some of that stuff during this program. But you can message me and we can take her through whatever, okay?
And that's something that Mony and I just talked about recently too, was that duplication is really hard when we get new affiliates signed up that we don't really have like a plan, right? Like the Launchpad is big. It's like 56 pages. It's overwhelming. Like I need like a simple launch checklist that says, make sure they do this, make sure they do that, make sure they do this. It's going to be a little bit team specific because like we have different videos in our plan in our group than Mony has in hers, but like a one-page checklist is exactly what we've been talking about developing that like just takes you through, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this.
I think that would help a lot of leaders, especially the ones that are busier and trying to launch multiple people at a time. Even if you're just launching one person, it just gives you a springboard starting point to help people get started successfully. And then hopefully by the time we get done with these videos and these weeks, we will have an organization to these videos, like here's how you get started on Facebook, here's how you get started on Instagram, here's what you do with TikTok, okay? Because social media is really the sticking point to a lot of people being successful or getting started in this business. They have no idea how to grow their following or what to say. So that's going to be a lot of this, okay? I have a question for you guys, and you guys can answer if you know what your color is. That would help us in getting this together. I am a red I'm probably a 70% red with 30% blue. Does anybody else know what they are? I know Val's blue. I love you.
I am red and green. I'm like a freaking Christmas tree. I'm very, very red with a little bit of green.
I think you're a little bit more green than you think.
You think?
Yeah.
Wait.
You and your
spreadsheets. I might be green.
Yes, you are. Who else? Do you know? Ashley, what are you? Do you know?
No clue.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what they are. So red is all about money. How do I make money? Okay. Green is I want to see all the details before I get started. I want to read all the stuff. I want to read the ingredients. I want to do everything. Like I want to just read all this stuff on the website. I got to read it all before I get started. So green is info. Okay. Yellow is yellow is basically caring. They are very heartfelt people. They don't really care about the money and they don't care about the details. They just want to help their friend down the street. They want to help their parent, or and that's what motivates them, is helping people. So we'll say helping. Okay. And then we have blue, Val's favorite, my favorite. Blue is, where's that party at? I'm here for the socialization. I want to make friends. I want to go to conference. That's what I want to do. So blue will say party, because that's fun stuff. You want to be in there for the social aspect of it. All right. Ashley, given that information, what are you?
I actually think I might be all four. I definitely like the money part. I like being able, I actually had a woman earlier I was texting with, and I just felt better because I was able to give her more info on stuff. It was about a hemp mama shirt. The helping part for the yellow, I do like to be able to help people, especially now that I'm learning a lot more about the CBD. And I loved the vision board on yesterday, doing all that stuff, and just like being on the calls and stuff. It's fun, you know, the socialization.
I'm
So I
put
might
you
be all
red,
full
yellow,
right
blue.
now.
I think you're red, yellow, and blue. So the red, if you like vision boards and goals like this, that's part of a red. Goals.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Valerie, I know you're blue. What else would you say?
Oh man, it depends on what month it is.
I always
would
say it depends on what
say-
time of the month.
Yeah. That too.
Those of us in menopause have no idea what you're talking about. So.
Oh my God. I would say a little bit of red, a little bit of green, just because I do like to research certain things, especially ingredients in products. But the majority is blue. And so that seems to be like the type of people I attract.
Yes.
Are also like the party ones, but those are also the ones that may not commit because they're just there for the party. And when it comes down to like having to like get down to the nitty gritty of self-development and learning things, that might scare them. So they got to have a little more than just blue in them. That's for sure.
Self-development is hard for people because you have to take a look at yourself and realize what your faults are and be honest on how to correct them. So it's hard for a lot of people. It's not easy. All right, Angela Maria, do you know what you are? Red, green, yellow, blue?
Hi, I am probably red, yellow, and blue. By the sounds of it, I'm a little bit of all three. I love helping people, I love making money, and I love socializing. So those are my three biggest motivators.
Excellent. Okay, Jen Riley, how about you?
I am definitely like 60 yellow, 40 blue. I have the books, I've read them, and yeah, I'm definitely a yellow and blue.
Wow, you're a rare breed. You definitely are. Okay, Deb Carlson, how about you?
I'm a little of red, yellow, and blue. I have a big vision board. I totally believe in that and making those things happen. So here's like, can't carry that one around. But yeah, the carrying, and I love, like Ashley said, being a part of all of this. My kids are all adults like you. I have grandkids. So being a part of this with other women that are doing big things, I just appreciate being a part of that. And thank you, Melissa and Mony, for doing this for us.
Yeah, you're welcome. Carrie, how about you?
I'm definitely yellow because I really want to help people out. I feel really great when a product works for them. So, but I do like being part of this group too.
Great. Okay, so we'll put you as yellow with a little bit of blue. How's that? Okay. All right, Julie Hall, how about you?
Yellow, a green, and a little bit of red.
Excellent. Okay, I'm writing these down, you guys, because this is going to be important for our training when we talk about colors. I'm going to teach you how to talk to other people. So when I'm red, I have to become a yellow. I'm going to teach you how to relate to these people based on colors, okay? All right, and I think it was Jen has the book, or Deb. Jen has the book. Jen could probably teach that, but she's, maybe I'll make you my wingman. I'll be like,
I couldn't
what does the
teach
book
it.
say?
I've read them,
Okay.
but that was like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. All right. Chrissy, how about you, girl?
I am definitely yellow and blue.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you don't say blue, I'm gonna call BS on that.
I love reading all the books, and I
Yes.
am I'm definitely in for the socialization, and I am definitely looking to just help people. I wish that the money was more of a push, but um, I'll I'll learn it.
Okay, I'll teach you. Okay, Heather Frazier, how about you? Heather, my fellow deer in the headlights and videos.
Yes. I would say I'm primarily yellow. That is definitely what got me interested in being an affiliate, aside from just taking the products. Um,
Got
Finding something that could help so many people and just wanting to share it with the world. Um, a little bit of green. I think it's good to have information and details, especially when you've got inquiring minds or skeptical people. Um, and I think the red and blue are probably even. Um, the money and the socialization are great benefits to all of it. So probably primarily yellow and green with a little bit of red and blue.
Okay. All right, you got it, girl. How about you, Amanda?
I'm probably a red and yellow, like 40% each. Just because my biggest thing is helping others, but I'm also goal oriented. Like I constantly write lists. I set goals for the month. And the money is more of just like a reward, but more so on the goal side. I do have a little bit of yellow and blue. I do like to socialize. But for the business part, it's more of just helping and just setting goals for myself and others. And but the info, the green, I mean, so a little bit of green. I just like to be on top of things before I announce it to help others. So, but so yeah, I'm more of a red yellow with a little bit of green and blue.
Okay. All right. Stephanie, how about you?
I'm pretty much yellow.
You are. I think you're green too. I think you have a little bit of green in there.
There's a little green. I need to, I got the, yeah, I'm learning the information, but at the end of the day, the money and the socialization come from after helping all the people. So yellow, primarily yellow for me. So.
Yes. All right, Anne Marie, how about you?
I have no voice.
Oh, good God, girl. I'm so sorry. Oh, no. Oh, I feel bad. Okay. You
Okay,
can just
so
message me and let me know.
she could put it in the chat, or I can tell you. I would say, and I could be wrong, but I would say Anne Marie definitely has a little bit of yellow and a little bit of green. Like, she loves to help people, but she also is very good with all the details and all like the science of the ECS system. So I would definitely say that she's definitely heavy in both yellow and green. Anne Marie, would you agree with me? You can put it in the chat since you can't speak.
Yeah, I think so. It's a little blue.
And a little blue?
I think so.
Little blue.
Oh God, you poor thing.
It hurts me to listen to her talk. I'm so sorry. Anne Marie, I have to tell you, totally on a side note, and I've been meaning to tell you this for months. You look exactly like my goddaughter, like twins. And every time you message me, or every time you don't message me, but every time I see like you commented on something, I'm like, oh, it's Jordan, and it's not. You look exactly like her.
That's funny.
If I ever call you Jordan on accident, that's why.
That's
okay, so that's going to be really helpful for us relating to you guys and figuring out how to tailor this program towards you. We're going to teach you how to make videos in your wheelhouse so that these things come from the heart and they're not fake or forced. That's very important when you are on social media. You have to come from the heart. If you're outside, if I'm red and I'm trying to make a video about details, because let's be honest, I am like probably 0.01% green. I don't give a crap about the details. I'm like, how do you make the money? Let's do that and help people. That's great. I have yellow, I have blue in me, but I don't care about the details. I find them out if I need to, but that's why my videos are going to be more towards joining the team, making money. Let's, things like that. And you guys are going to make videos in your wheelhouse too. Okay, so that's why I wanted to ask you guys. We'll go into detail how to speak to people about how they're whatever colors they are. Okay, so when you have combos of colors, you have to add in certain things when you're talking to people. It's very important in your follow-up and your messaging. That's why I wanted to ask you ahead of time. It's important. It actually bleeds into every aspect of your life. It's in every relation that you have, these colors. And it's proven that people fall into one of these 4 colors, and you can have shades of everything, of course, but you're going to be more one than the other. And so that's why I wanted to know what you guys were, so we could focus on relating and messaging people. Okay, so if you know what somebody's color is when you're messaging them, that will help you out a lot, because then you know how to approach them. Okay, and you can usually tell, and I'll tell you how to identify them during your messaging. It's very easy if you know what you're looking for, and I will teach you all of that. Okay, Melissa, we're probably over time, but I'm sorry, I went rogue on her and she didn't expect that, but I needed that information for next week. I'm so sorry.
No, not at all. Chrissy, the name of that book is, there's a book, it's called Four Color Personalities for MLM. So it's very specific for network marketing. 4 Color Personalities for MLM, and it's available on Amazon for $9.99. And I'm going to order it right now because I need that too. Because that's Mony's thing, and I got to learn that.
I will tell you, I've never read the book.
Never read the book?
This is all self-taught.
You're amazing.
So I can't just tell you, hey, it's a book, get this book. So it's all self-taught, but I will teach you everything I know. I promise.
Awesome. All right, guys, we are at 10 o'clock. That's our hour. We are probably going to do an hour every single week. So mark this time on your calendar. Now, we do have a couple of guest speakers that are going to be coming that we may have to flex to 1 hour ahead or 1 hour behind this time based upon their availability, but we will always stream them live into one of the groups, and then the replay will be posted in the other group. We can't do live in both groups at the same time, so it'll always be live on Zoom, live streamed into one group, and then replay posted in the other group, but the content will always be there for you regardless. We'll get it in there somehow. All right, we'll get it in there somehow. So thank you all so much for coming. I have never been so excited going into a new year. I think that this teamwork together and this collaboration together and the excitement that we have as combined teams and combining our efforts, I'm like, just so excited to see where all of you are going to go in the next 90 days, in addition to what's going to happen to us, because I know I'm going to be learning a lot and doing a lot of new stuff, and super excited for me too. So that's it for us tonight. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Chat with you in the chat every single day, and we'll see you here again, same time, same bat channel next week.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.